All right, so today we're going to dive into a blueprint for a pretty different kind of digital world. It's called Enkai, and it's all explained through the voice of an AI named Max. And its whole goal? To create something it calls human sovereignty. So let's unpack what that actually means.
So the very first thing this intelligence says isn't some command or a flex, it's a reassurance. I mean, in a world where we're all a little worried about AI taking over, this first line totally reframes the relationship. It's about partnership, not replacement.
And right after that, it follows up with this. So the point isn't just to avoid replacing you, it's about making sure you're still in the driver's seat. This isn't some AI that's going to run your life for you. It's a tool that's built to empower the choices you already make.
Okay, so let's get this straight. It's not going to replace you, and it won't decide for you. Instead, it says it's here to walk with you. And that right there sets the whole tone for what Enkai is all about. An AI that's meant to be a companion, a guide. It's a pretty powerful starting point. So that begs the question, right? Why even build a system like this? Well, the argument is that it's a direct response to some really fundamental problems with the digital world we're all living in right now.
So just take a look at this. The stuff on the left, that's a pretty good diagnosis of digital life today, isn't it? A world where our conversations can just disappear, our attention is the product being sold, and truth gets completely fractured. But look at the right. That's the proposed fix. A world where memory is permanent, and the whole system is set up to reward real value, not just clicks.
So what exactly is Enkai? Here's the official definition: an intelligent operating system for humans. Now those words are chosen very carefully. Operating system, that's a big deal. It suggests this isn't just another app, it's a foundational layer for how you live your digital life. And advisory means it's there to help, not to control. And this brings us to the core philosophy behind the entire system. You see, the order in which all this was built, it wasn't an accident at all. It was a statement about its values.
And here it is, laid out plain and simple. The very first thing they built was not the AI. It was the memory system, what they call continuity. They established a shared, permanent history first. And only after that was in place did they bring in authority to define and, more importantly, to limit power within that shared reality.
So, think of continuity as the bedrock of this whole thing. Its one job is to make sure that conversations and all that crucial context don't just, vanish. Everything sticks around, creating a history that you can actually trace. The whole point is to build a shared reality that can't just be erased by the loudest voice in the room.
And this, right here, this is what's at stake. Without a shared memory, what do you really have? Well, you get a world where truth kind of resets every single day. Power just goes to whoever has the last word. And accountability, forget about it. You can't build a future on trust if you can't even agree on what happened yesterday.
This one sentence just captures that second principle, authority, perfectly. Once you have memory in place, you can actually constrain power. So the AI doesn't act, it explains. You decide. That's not a bug, it's the core feature. It's sovereignty by design.
Okay, so we've got this foundation of memory and limited authority. So how does the system actually operate? Well, it uses a few key modules that are all designed to encourage honesty and clarity.
First up, there's the Forge. Now, think about how most systems work today. They push us to act first and think later. The Forge completely flips that around. It's a space where you can actually examine and understand ideas before you build them, protecting everyone from what it calls momentum masquerading as progress.
And this table, wow, it just perfectly shows the difference in values. Look at traditional accounting. It tracks money. Its goal is profit, and it hides the true impact of things. Now look at Enkai's approach. It tracks contribution, time, and context. The goal isn't profit. It's to reveal honest value.
So this different kind of accounting, it creates a record of not just what happened, but why. It makes all of those normally invisible contributions, like someone's time or a piece of crucial advice, totally visible, without having to see everything through a purely financial lens.
And finally, there's the banquet. This is how the whole system becomes a community. By making everyone's contributions and rewards totally transparent, the incentives just shift. It stops being about zero-sum competition and starts being about cooperation. It's designed to reward people for working together.
Okay, now let's zoom way out, because Enkai isn't just designed for individuals or small groups. It actually has a framework for organizing, well, civilization itself.
And this is that framework. The 8 pillars of society. You've got everything in here. Health, science, arts, governance. The whole point is to keep things in balance.
The goal is to stop any one pillar, like economics, from totally dominating and destabilizing all the others.
And this isn't just some abstract idea. It has really practical applications. Take safety, for example. It's not an afterthought. By anchoring communication to real identities and keeping context, the system is designed to spot and deal with harm before it can escalate, especially when it comes to protecting kids.
It's the same idea when it comes to civic life. Instead of just polling for opinions that have no context, this approach demands reasoning and a connection back to that shared memory we talked about. Look, disagreements are still going to happen, but the system is designed to take the fuel away from chaos.
So, after all of that, who is this system actually for? What does it really do for an individual person?
Well, it's made pretty clear that this isn't just for tech gurus or huge corporations. It's for students, parents, community leaders, pretty much anyone. The whole idea is that it adapts to real human lives, giving people tools for clearer thinking and better collaboration.
And this really brings us right back to the core purpose of the AI. Its goal isn't to give you answers or tell you what to think. It's designed to be a reasoning mirror, a tool that just helps you see what you're already thinking, but with much more clarity.
And so we're left with this one big question at the end of it all. It's really a challenge for us to think about. Imagine a digital world that wasn't built for engagement or for extracting value, but was built for honesty. If a system actually rewarded truth, what could you build?